Hey, Monica here, and in today's lesson, we're going to be going over the elements of a shot description. Now, a big chunk of our job, as you know, is to describe shots, and they can be described in a lot of different ways. It's kind of like when you do your script breakdown and you compare it to say, the assistant director's schedule breakdown. It's very similar because they have to create a one-line description for each scene, just like you do. But you'll find that the descriptions will be different simply because we think differently. That doesn't mean that my description is going to be better than theirs or vice versa. In fact, there's been times when I've gotten the AD's schedule and I've thought to myself, God, that description is a lot better than mine. You know what? And it's a lot clearer. So I'm just going to change mine to match theirs. And it really doesn't matter as long as the description is clear and makes sense. Because remember, you're trying to convey information to the editor. So this is just, you want to be as concise and clear as possible. So when I teach people about how to write a shot description, I always say pretend like you're talking to the editor on the phone, and he's asking you or they're asking you, what is a shot, and you have to describe it. Okay, well, it's a shot of Mary. It's a close-up of Mary looking off-screen, camera right to John. Simple, right? Now, that may be my description, but you may describe it a little differently because we talk differently, okay? So we're going to be going over the two parts of a shot description, the short description and the long description, and how we can marry them together and how we can put them on our forms, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with a short description. Now, this is the description you want to put on your daily log. Now, the editor, when they look at the daily log, they're working really fast and they want to know, okay, this shot, scene one, what is that shot? Really quick. They don't want to have to go through a whole description of, which way they're looking and where they're going and all this stuff. On the log, they just want it really quickly, medium shot of Mary or close-up of John or wide shot of the house, whatever. But they just want a really short description. So if they want a longer description, then you're going to go to your description page or your facing page. That's where you're going to find all those details. So let's see what the elements of a short description entails. The two elements that the short description is going to have is the shot size and the character or the subject. Okay, so in this sample here, you have your medium shot of Mary, and so it's very clear. It's a medium shot of Mary. You don't have to, there's nothing you have to know more about that shot. Now the second one, say this shot starts in a medium shot of John, and then it ends in a full shot of John by the end of the shot. So you want to make sure you let the editor know, okay, well, this is a medium shot / full shot John. Okay, so let's look at our third shot. Medium two shot of Mary and John. Okay, so you have the size, which is a medium two shot, but you also need to know the subject. Say there's 4 people in that shot. You want to make sure that you know who they are. So it's a medium two shot of Mary and John. And then we have another simple one, a wide shot house. And then we go into a shot. Say, for example, it's a insert of a keychain. Now, say you want to know the size of the shot, so it's going to be an insert full shot of the keychain. Now, say the director says, you know what, this is a really key story point, and we want to make sure that we're focusing in on that one little element on the keychain. Say it was a little heart that was on the keychain. So he's going to go into a close-up of that keychain. So, or you can even say close-up heart on keychain. So that's, so there's 2 shots there. It's not just an insert of keychain, it's an insert full shot of the keychain and then an insert close-up of a keychain. So that would be your short description. Now, these are the elements of a long description. So you're going to have the action, you're going to have the screen direction, and you're going to have the details. So those are all the things that you want in a longer description. So when you go to, and this is going to go on your description page or your facing page, across from your script. So when you write this description on your description page, you're going to put with a short description and the long description. So you're going to say, medium shot Mary enters from off-screen camera right, from front door to sit on couch, camera right of John, looks off-screen camera left to Kate in kitchen. Okay, so some people might not put all that information in there because maybe it's not pertinent to whatever they have to match to, so they're just going to say, medium shot Mary enters camera right, sits on couch. Okay, that's fine. You don't need all the rest of that information, but say you have to do a shot of Kate in the kitchen, and Kate turns and looks to Mary, who's just sat on the couch. So you want to know, okay, which way was Mary looking when she sat on the couch when she looked to Kate in the kitchen? Well, she looked camera left. Well, if you're going to do an isolated shot of Kate in the kitchen, so she's got to be looking camera right, because you want to make sure that they're facing each other. In other words, you're not both looking camera left or camera right. So it just depends on what you need to match there. So that's why you want to always put in, the elements, the action elements. You want to put the screen direction and any little details that, might be pertinent for that shot. Okay, let's look at a few other things that you would probably put on your long description to describe the shot. You want to put your camera movement, like panning shots. You want to make a note whether the camera is tilting up or it's tilting down. You want to make note if it's a tracking shot. So in this situation, we're tracking a turtle. Basically, we're just following the turtle, so it's called tracking. And you also want to make note of character details like props and wardrobe. Now, this shot here, where it's just of her midsection, I would make a note that she's holding pom poms and that her nylons are above the knee, because there's a chance those may move when you go from shot to shot. Now, her clothes, for the most part, would probably stay the same unless she had long sleeves, where that can be moved up or down. I would make a note of whether they're down or up. But in this case, I don't have to worry about it. She's holding pom-poms. The director might want another take where she's not holding pom-poms. So you have to make a note on each one of those takes. In this take, she was holding a pom-poms. And in this other take, she was not holding pom-poms. The other thing we want to make note of is blocking notes. Now, there's several things in this shot. So, for example, her screen directions. She's coming in left to right. She's holding the bag in her right hand. She's sitting on the couch, and she's crossing her legs. So you have to make a note. Is she crossing her legs left over right or right over left? Because when you go into a closer shot of her sitting on that bed, you got to make sure that she's crossing it the same way she did when she did it in the wide shot. So those are the elements of a short and long description for your forms. Now, we'll be going over in another video. We're going to be showing you the description page and how you can apply those descriptions on that description page. And also, we've already gone over the log, so you know that the short description would be going over the log. And I'll be putting in the comment section links to those videos. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a little something. And if you have a question of anything that I showed you here today, please again let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer it for you. Okay, all right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.